Oh my god, hey! Welcome back to my Stagey YouTube channel. If you are meeting me for the first time, hello! My name is Mickey Joe and I am obsessed with all things theatre. And this is my YouTube channel where I review shows I've been invited to go and see, and I talk about news and theatre drama and gossip, and you're currently watching, oh my god, hey, episode 10, I believe. I cannot believe I've actually been doing this for 10 weeks, but this is episode 10 of Oh My God Hey, a new weekly vlog series. I was going to say that I recently started, but I guess I didn't, if this is at least week 10. And I took a couple of weeks out to show you some other stuff, so we've been doing this for a while now. But this is a little series showing you what I actually get up to on a day-to-day, because as you've seen from previous episodes, so many things happen. There are so many theatre trips, there are so many exciting stagey events that I like to take you to with me. So this week was just a lot of theatre visits, to be honest, a few press nights. There was meant to be a gala performance that got cancelled, so we went to see something else instead. You will find out what, but there is a clue somewhere in this picture. We then went to Chichester Festival Theatre at the weekend to go and see 2 shows in one day in Chichester, which was a novelty in and of itself, but we just had a nice week. So join me and my boyfriend, the lovely and wonderful Aeron James, for a week of stagey adventures. But before you do, make sure to go and follow us both on other social media platforms. I'm at Mickey Joe Theatre on Twitter, TikTok and Instagram. Before Twitter combusts, we'll see what happens with that one. And Aeron is at Aeron James UK with an AE on Instagram, Twitter and TikTok as well. I hope you enjoy this week's Oh My God Hey. Oh my god, hey!
Hello!
We are in Wimbledon at the new Wimbledon Theatre. There we go.
Hey.
At the new Wimbledon Theatre to see the tour of Strictly Ballroom. We are here on press night. I am going to be reviewing the ghostly ethereal glow we have is because we stood in front of an estate agent.
We find the good light.
So that it will light us. There's a man working inside and we are right up against the window filming ourselves talking about the theatre. There is.
Oh.
There's literally a man in there. Don't make eye contact. I'll make it so much worse.
Hello!
But we are here to see Strictly Ballroom at the new Wimbledon Theatre. This is one of the touring venues that I visit regularly. The team here are kind enough to invite me to all of the tours. You've been here before but not for a few years?
Yeah, I used to come here quite a bit.
There we go. I'm filming outside because it's very cramped once we get inside, so it's harder for me to extend my arm and shout to a camera. But I'm intrigued and excited about Strictly Ballroom. I've never seen it on stage. Now, you did see it in the West End.
I saw it twice in the West End, but it was a very different version. So it started at the West Yorkshire Playhouse, where it was very musical. Then in London, when I saw it twice, it was more Wally, the character, was the narrator who sang most way through the show. None of the other characters did until the end. So.
Played originally in the West End by Will Young.
Yes.
So he did most of the singing. But very different again on this version.
It's kind of reverted back to how it was at West Yorkshire Playhouse, but with Craig Rubble Hallwood's flair.
Yeah, this is quite early on in the tour as well, it's worth saying. So, haven't heard many reports yet, but what we have heard, super mixed.
Yeah.
Like, I have heard, someone says, oh, this version's so much better, so much truer to the film's tone, love it so much more, and then we've heard, walked out in the interval. So I'm really excited because it's fun to see something that's been just hyped and hyped and hyped, but it's also fun to go in knowing that you get to make your own opinion anywhere on the spectrum, which we do anyway, but it's fun.
It's fun when you know you're going to kind of make your own decision.
Yeah, when something's been divisive, I'm like, where am I going to fall with Strictly Ballroom? So we're going to head inside and we're going to see what's going on. We're waiting to go in to the auditorium, having arrived at the new Wimbledon Theatre, but something is paparazziing outside, and the entire audience is being held, so we're speculating as to who it is. Aaron thinks someone from Strictly Come Dancing.
Well, Kevin Clifton's in it, and it's all about dancing, so...
Is it multiple celebs? Because something is afoot.
Maybe they've come as a troupe.
I am not moving from this spot until we find out.
Hello.
There we go. We are in London tonight for an evening of reliable backup options.
Yeah.
So, fun fact, originally this evening we were meant to be at a gala night performance for the new cast of Moulin Rouge, which hopefully is being rescheduled to another time due to cast indisposition. So instead, we were like, what else has a new cast that we haven't seen yet? Six! Nice! Unplanned, unrehearsed, hence no harmony. But we jumped on to Datix, and magically, some rush tickets flew into my basket immediately upon 10 o'clock, which literally never happens for 6, so it's a sign. Yeah, it's a sign we made the right decision. So we are on the Strand, waiting to head over to the Vaudeville Theatre. Came into town because an 8 o'clock show, so a bit more time to like have a nice dinner somewhere. So we're like, where are we going to go? Went over to Pizza Pilgrims, one of your recent favourites, and for the second time recently, they didn't have any gluten-free bases. What's that about? So
Tell us before we order.
tell us before we would, yeah. Don't sit us down and then not have gluten-free, because very disappointing.
Yes.
Very disappointing. You don't have to deal with Aaron's sad little face after he can't eat there.
It's just difficult when they take your order and it's all fine.
Yeah.
And then they come back and say, oh wait, you can't actually eat it.
Yeah, and also it's not like a preference, it's a dietary requirement, so when you come over and say we don't have gluten-free, it's like, oh, we have to leave, because that's the only option that we had, so that was disappointing. So we went instead to a reliable backup option, which was the Leon on the Strand, because they have just brought back the GFC.
GFC, the gluten-free chicken nuggets.
The gluten-free chicken, that should be GFCN. That sounds like a sports network.
Gluten-free chicken, so.
There you go. But it's also like KFC, but it's gluten-free.
Yeah, exactly.
But then it's a gluten-fried chicken. But then that implies I don't think they've thought this through. But we did have some GFC. We shared a box of the nugs. I wanted to try some as well because I love a fried chicken moment. And they were really nice.
Yeah.
They were really nice. So I tried some of those as well. And it's interesting because they're not just like a gluten-free, like McDonald's tasting nugget. I would compare it much more to like a Chinese takeaway sweet and sour chicken ball.
Which I don't fully get.
Oh no, the chicken inside tastes exactly the same. It's exactly the same.
It's like thigh. It's like chicken dark meat rather than breast meat.
It tasted like a sweet and sour chicken ball. I don't know what else to tell you. We're now in Covent Garden because I think I might get a Ben's cookie. Might get a Ben's cookie. And then we're going to go and see Six!
And we don't know which cast we've got.
We don't know which queens are on. New cast members, but no idea if we have any swalts on this evening. That's swings or alternates. So, excited to find out.
Yeah.
We are here in the very cute and Christmassy Covent Garden with all of the Christmas decorations. Oh, we should show you the tree. I'm going to show you the tree. I got a Ben's cookie, cranberry and white chocolate, my fave.
And also, I love how all the buildings are lit up in Covent Garden because it's a bit like Main Street USA.
It is super beautiful. And we're going to show you now because we're arriving, walking past some mulled wine. I smell the mulled wine. All of the Christmas shop windows. I can see the sparkles over here because we are approaching the tree. It is the one. It is the sparkly Covent Garden Christmas tree. Here you go. Look at her. She's huge. And the pretty buildings along the outside. It is very Main Street vibes, isn't it? So pretty. So festive. It is early November as we talk to you, but it has me feeling very festive.
Yeah.
And now I have my cookie, so it's time to go back to the palace.
No, we are not going to watch Harry Potter. Or Heathers.
Back to the Vaudeville doesn't sound as good.
Well, Queendom.
There you
Let's see
go.
the Queendom.
We're off to see the Queens.
Yeah.
Oh my god, hey, we're in the auditorium. We are in stalls A, 3 and 4. Not the front row, but it may as well be. I'm going to show you our view right now. This is our view. Thank you very much to Datix. And also, leg room. Look at this. Love that for us.
If you thought you could leave me, you must think I like it. Please
We just had the best time seeing Six again from the second row of the stalls. I love how successful Six has got. I love listening to people coming out of that show being so excited about it. People who didn't know it before, people who are just hearing the songs for the first time.
And being like, I'm listening to that music when we get back, and I'm like, whoa!
Yeah, people talking about which queen was their favourite.
Yeah.
It's great to hear a show having that energy and finding this kind of an audience. Really exciting, but we had a great time. You've become such a Six stan recently.
Well, it's weird actually, because I saw the OGs like really early on in the run, and then I saw it one more time, and then I didn't see it again for like 3-4 years.
And this could have been visit number 20 for me. I've lost count at some point, but I've seen it a bunch of times. It was great seeing some of the new queens, as well as some of the previously reigning queens who are continuing from their last year.
It was a debut, I think.
And a debut, yes. We saw a debut of alternate Aeron. I'm going to do a video talking about all of their performances and things that I enjoyed and things that they do differently, and vocal moments, because there were vocal moments.
Yes.
Let me tell you. But we've had a great evening. We are going to go back now and collapse. Oh my god, hey!
Hello.
We are just leaving the Pleasance Theatre, where we have spent our evening. Is it the Pleasance Theatre? Is it the Pleasance? It's just the Pleasance. It's the Pleasance. It's not a theatre, it's a concept. It's this area behind us. Multiple theatre spaces, a bar, very artsy, very Islington.
It is called Pleasance Theatre Bar.
There you go. It's a theatre space. We've been here this evening for the press performance of Diana, the Untold and Untrue Story by the notorious Linus Karp. We also saw Linus's show How to Live a Jellicle Life this past summer at the Edinburgh Fringe, which gave us some sense of the ludicrousity of what would be our evening. But it's been an adventure getting here this evening. It's the tube strike today in London, so we got a train in and walked a little way over to Islington, got some lovely dinner at the Banana Tree,
And then cannolis.
and then went up to get cannolis from Fig and Olive.
Yeah.
Fig and Olive. Got some cannolis from Fig and Olive because they do some lovely gluten-free cannolis that Aeron is rightfully obsessed with, that were so delicious. And then walked over to meet our lovely friend Daz of All That Dazzles to join him for the press performance of Diana, which was zany, as you may expect, and camp,
Wild.
and queer, and just bizarre, glorious performance art. I'm not going to be doing a video review, I am going to be writing about it. You can read that on my blog, and it may end up on Show Score as well, because this is a London venue. I'm not too sure, I will look into that, but you'll definitely be able to find it on my blog, mickeyjotheatre.co.uk. Also, it was a completely interactive audience experience. I might tell you a little bit more about that. But at the end of the show, we got to meet Lady Diana Spencer. We're doing very well for theatrical meet and greets.
Yes.
Winnie the Pooh last week, Lady Diana from Beyond the Grave. I mean, who's next? I don't know. Can it get more exciting? Who even knows? Oh my god, here. I'm here with Lady Diana Spencer. Giving like, hello. Giving like, meek fringe selfie. Lovely performance this evening. Loved hearing your story. Thank you so much. Thank you for having us. Anytime.
Yeah, North Road's where I came from, right? Is that where I came in, North Road?
We have arrived safely back Sons Underground, and look! I found a giant cabaret poster. How cool is that? How cool is this new artwork? Very attractive poster in a train station. So huge, I can't even fit it all in. It's Abaret. It's Abar. Barret. I should really go. Oh my god,
Hello, hello.
Wow. I literally asked you if you were ready seconds before I...
ready.
For goodness sake. Oh my god, hey!
Hello.
Ha! I got you. We are in London again for another low-key press night. We were at the Pleasance last night, coping with tube strikes, and today we don't need the tube because we are at the Charing Cross Theatre for a delayed press visit to From Here to Eternity. So the show had its official... I'm walking past a tour group, bear with me. This show had its official press night earlier in the week. I'm not exactly sure what day it was, but we were at something else, so we're going to be seeing it tonight, which is very exciting. Now, you did see the original production in the West End.
Nice.
twice. I've seen the recording. Very excited to see it tonight. We know there have been changes.
Yes.
As you would expect with it being produced this many years later, and it's such a smaller venue.
On smaller cast.
Smaller cast, yeah, lots of differences anticipated to the show. But we had a little bit of time. We went to get some tortilla and had more of a gap before the show than we thought. So obviously we went to our favourite, donut time.
New donuts.
Donut time. Well, we've got 2 new donuts. We're both trying new donuts. So we thought before the theatre review video drops, we would bring you a donut review. So what are you sampling this evening, Mr. James?
The Sync 182, which is like chocolate chunks inside and sprinkles.
You want to do that name again?
Sprink 182.
Sprink, what is the Sprink 182 because sprinkles? The sprinkles.
So, normally the gluten-free donuts are quite like all kind of, they don't taste the same, but like you'd expect the same kind of dough. This one's completely different. It's like brioche and like thick.
Now, we've been walking down from Donut Time and he's just been saying it's so dense over and over. So yes, I'm having a Caramacklemore. Here it is. The Caramacklemore. It's got caramel, it's got caramac. It's a donut. What more can you ask for? It's a nice lighter flavour. Actually, it's very light, it's refreshing. It's nice. It's not too heavy, even though it's a giant donut with loads of stuff on the top. Because I just wanted a palate cleanser. I didn't want too much, but I do have an enormous sweet tooth. So enjoying these very much. And now we're going to head over to the Charing Cross Theatre to go and see From Here to Eternity. We have arrived. We are here at the Charing Cross Theatre. Here it is to see From Here to Eternity. We're very excited.
Yes.
Very excited. We're going to go inside and make sure that we actually have tickets. But very excited. Here it is, opposite heaven. Here to eternity. Oh my god, hey.
Hello.
Do I have cake around my face? No. Do you have cake around your face? You do. Yeah. Solved. We are here today in Chichester, at Chichester Festival Theatre for a 2-show day. Wild as a concept. I've been to Chichester many times. You've been to Chichester before. We've done a lot of press nights here recently. Never done a 2-show day in Chichester, but they do have the 2 different spaces. So behind us is Chichester Festival Theatre, and on the other side is the other building where they have the Minerva Theatre. So what we're doing today is we're going to be seeing a show in each of those theatres, and they're both musicals, which is crazy, which is wild. We were just trying to think earlier, it's not in recent memory that Chichester has had 2 musicals running concurrently in these 2 spaces. Possibly it's happened at some point in the past, but certainly a rarity. So that is exciting, and we're seeing 2 shows that haven't been buzzed about that much. It's fair to say they haven't really had like overwhelming critical praise, but just generally haven't heard that much about them, haven't heard that many takes. So very excited for us to go and form our own opinions. We are seeing Local Hero first over in the Minerva, and then this evening we're going to be seeing The Famous Five. Now, weird timings, because this is a 2:45 start for a matinee, and that's a 7 o'clock evening, so deceptively little time in between. You assume you'll have a big gap, but as it turns out, not necessarily. But it's a lovely day.
Yeah.
We're having a nice time. We've spent most of our day in Chichester so far just trying to find gluten-free food for Aeron. Eventually M&S came through with some sausage rolls, and we will say some lovely bakery items at the Chichester Festival
Theatre.
That's the one. You had a nice slice of the gluten-free carrot cake.
So good.
And I had some banana loaf with some lovely frosting and dried banana segments on the top. That was nice. And now we're going to go and get some theatre.
Yeah.
Yay! We are here in the Minerva Auditorium now for Local Hero. There's a nice sort of a watery effect on the stage, and I think I have a bit of a restricted view situation going on here because I can't quite see whatever that is at the back of the stage. But we'll find out. We'll find out in Act 1 if that is important. I might read through the programme because it's occurring to me I have seen this film. I don't really remember much of it, so I'm not sure what this is actually about. Hello. We're here in the interval of Local Hero at the Minerva. Now, I showed you this set briefly before. I want to show you something that happened that blew my tiny mind. Oh gosh, we're in the way of scenery being assembled. But look, okay. Set as it was before with these ground pieces, and look, beach. Beach has been introduced. So these lift away, and underneath, beach. Madness. And we have some set pieces that weren't there during the first act, and I've just realised what this is. It was giving me flashbacks to the Western Revival of Cock recently at the Ambassadors with all of this metal stuff, but I feel like it's meant to be a wave or cliffs or something of that ilk. Oh, we have tarp now. There's tarp, there's beach, everything's happening here at Local Hero. Here's a buggy, here's Aeron. It's all going on. We have a specially themed beverage for the show. Love this, how exciting. I won't be partaking, but excited that it's here. Oh my god, hey!
Hello.
You can't see our eyes. Look at this.
Ooh.
We look like spooky ghosts.
We're glittery.
We just got out of Local Hero, the matinee, and it's so dark.
It's very dark.
So dark already. I'm not sure I'm vibing with this. Not sure I love this. But we just saw Local Hero, and we're so surprised by it.
Yes.
Enjoyed it so much, had such a lovely time. I've just done a nice little tweet about it. I described it as buoyant and entrancing. The staging was stunning in one of those, like, not like huge expensive set pieces, but just impressive. It reminded me of Romantics Anonymous.
Yes.
Just like impressive stagecraft.
You know,
and
it's good when people applaud a set change.
yeah, just things I didn't think were going to be possible on that set, because I walked in, I saw that set, and I was like, okay, maybe a lot of
Static.
projections and things, and then completely the opposite of what I was expecting it to do. Not all of the songs thrilled me necessarily. It was very Back to the Future-esque, where I thought, like, not all of these songs are necessarily completely memorable, but then there was one in the first act that I sang throughout the interval. I loved it so much, and it's still in my head. So enjoyed that very much. My question is, for both the shows we're seeing today, because I haven't been invited to review these, we just bought tickets for ourselves, are these shows that you want me to review here on YouTube? Let me know in the comment section. Do you want to hear my thoughts on Local Hero and the Famous Five at Chichester Festival Theatre?
I forgot how nice the Minerva is as a space.
It's lovely. It's lovely. We probably next time we come back, I'd love to actually eat in the brasserie downstairs. But lovely interior.
They
Very
had
nice.
really cool afternoon teas.
They did. They did. We should come back and do the afternoon tea.
I feel like they're Famous Five themed, and that's why they were so extravagant.
Oh, that's very cute. That's very cute. I bet they're doing something for 6.
Sad times, we can't see it.
There you go. There's hotels around here that are doing dinners and things themed to around 6. Like 6 coming to Chichester is a big deal. Chichester is readying itself for 6. They've been here before, but
They must have been such a success.
it must have been such a
They're
success.
already sold out.
Yeah, love that for the people of Chichester.
Yeah.
So after the show, we made a mad dash into town because deceptively small amount of time. The matinee finished at 5:30. Was that a 2-hour 45 show?
Maybe.
Yes.
Big at bills.
Yeah.
Speedy.
So we had a reservation at Bill's that we were a little bit late for, but everything nice and quick, and we were out of Bill's in like 40 minutes.
I will say that bills are very much trained to do theatre lead.
Yeah.
Like, it was nice. I think they were aware of like quick changeovers for people. So
Yeah.
big on bills.
Yeah, I didn't even have to stress them and be like, we need to leave. It was just all completely seamless, and it was fine. What did you have at Bill's? Your food looked lovely.
Oh, I had 2 ways truffle chicken. I think that's what it was called.
Well, that is what it was called.
Very nice. Very, very nice.
I had 2 starters as a main, which I thought I was pushing the boat out, but it's probably just a very standard thing to do. I had a nice sticky duck and watermelon salad, and I had some chicken dumplings that were lovely. Very, very nice. Ooh, here's the lighting. We've found the lighting. There you go. My arm is very tired, but we are walking back to Chichester Festival Theatre to see our second new musical of the day, The Famous Five. Fun fact for you, if you see 2 shows in the same day, you are legally allowed to have 2 cakes. 2 cakes. Aeron has another gluten-free carrot cake. I have some sort of Victoria item. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but it looks good. Very good.
I didn't realise that we're at the final performance of Famous Five.
We're at the final performance of The Famous Five, so that should be fun/emotion. I don't know the show. We'll find out. Okay, so this is the set for The Famous Five musical. We're in the main Chichester Festival Theatre now. These are trees. Now, do we think this is just like artistic interpretation of a tree, or are they meant to look like Is it the peace symbol? They look like the peace symbol to me. Slash that one car logo. What am I thinking of?
One sec, there's an interview in the program with the designer, but I don't think we're going to be quick enough.
Okay, we're going to consult that and come back to it. What's the car logo that looks like?
Volkswagen?
Is it Volkswagen? I don't know. I'm too gay to know car logos. But also, this is the set. You can see it does some fun things. We have some stairs at the back. We have levels. We have ramps. We have a nice little thrust situation going on here. And those trees move. They slide along. And also, yes, people can scale them with little footholds on the side. Lots going on. Lots happening with this staging. Thank you so much for watching this week's Oh My God Hey. If you want to know what I thought of these shows, the reviews are going to be in various different places. My thoughts on the new Six Queens, already up on YouTube. My Strictly Ballroom review, you will have already seen on YouTube as well. Controversial thoughts. My From Here to Eternity review, that will be coming to YouTube. And again, let me know in the comments if you want me to talk about Local Hero and The Famous Five. Local Hero only has one more week at the Minerva Theatre in Chichester. The Famous Five has just finished its run, and the cast was sobbing through the curtain call, so I feel like that's the last performance they are planning to do. I feel like that's the end of the show's run, because it was between a few different venues. And what else did I see this week? Diana, The Untold and Untrue Story, that is already up on my blog, mickeyjoetheatre.co.uk. So I think those are all of the shows that I saw this week. So you can go and check out my thoughts on those. If you want to read all of my reviews, as well as getting the chance to review shows for yourself, how fun, how exciting, click on the link down in the description to sign up for an account with ShowScore. If you use that link, you will automatically be following everything that I review on that website, and you can review shows for yourself. And then send them to me, because I would love to read all of your thoughts on all the shows that you guys are seeing in your weeks. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to subscribe to my Stagey YouTube channel, recommend it to a friend, and if you really enjoyed, you can use the super thanks button down below and you can help fund the next slice of cake that I buy in a theatre. I am joking, you will help me fund videos just like these. It helps me very much as a Stagey content creator to make regular videos. Also, you can go to patreon.com/MickeyJoeTheatre. A couple of the videos I posted this week appeared there a few days early as previews, so if you want to see my content before most other people, you can see it on Patreon. I hope that everyone is staying safe and that you have a stagey day. For 10 more seconds, I'm Mickey Joe Theatre. Oh my God, hey. Thanks for watching, have a stagey day. Subscribe!